Does anybody have any questions for Mr. Ryder? Thank you. Next, I'd like to have the engineer, Lisa Ryder, come up and talk on some different points of the requirements.
My name is Lisa Ryder. I'm a Duber Engineers. I am the project manager and designer.
Can you hear her back there?
No.
I don't know what it is. Maybe hold it closer.
My name is Lisa Ryder. I'm with Duber Engineers. I am the project manager and designer for this project.
Lisa, if you could, I would like you to outline some of the features of the site, particularly the access road, the setbacks, confirm the height of the tower, the fencing, the lighting. Could you speak to those subjects individually?
Yes. For clarification, are we talking about the current tower or the proposed?
No, the proposed tower. This is all the proposed tower.
The existing access road is an asphalt drive. It's the current drive that is used for the existing tower. Off of that, we will be putting in a tar and chip drive onto Mr. Nichols' property along the lower property line and then up to the proposed tower. The proposed tower is only set to be 199 feet so that we will meet your 200-foot requirement. The setbacks, we are, the minimum actually, the physical minimum that we are from any property line is 206 feet. The minimum is supposed to be equal to 200 foot from the property lines. We are also responding to the 1,000 foot setback from surrounding subdivisions, and based on the evidence that we have, I believe, provided at this point, there are no actual subdivisions, there are consolidations surrounding our property.
What Lisa's referring to, the deed makes a reference. One of the deeds, local property, makes a reference to a subdivision. In fact, that is a consolidation, it's not a subdivision. As you know, in Pennsylvania, we have a lot of subdivisions, as in most places. Not a lot of consolidations. They're both reported the same way. But in fact, this is not a planned subdivision as referred to in the requirements of your ordinance. This is actually a lot consolidation plan. So we believe that in light of the fact that it is a lot consolidation plan as opposed to a subdivision, we meet the requirements of 1212. I believe it's I.
Can you explain the documents that you're filling out?
Yes, we have a copy of the Russlin plan, which is the lot consolidation. I believe we also are giving you a copy of the deed to the Vogel property, which was referred to by the gentleman who was here the last time objecting to the tower. Does anybody have any questions regarding that subdivision issue? If not, I'd like Lisa just to make a comment on lighting at the site, which is one of the requirements of the ordinance.
In order to demonstrate the lighting at the site, we actually provided a photometric plan.
I have copies of that too, Bob, if you would like.
So we've
In regards to the tower lighting, of course, that would be regulated by the FAA. However, the only thing that we were concerned with was the ground lighting. At this site, we are proposing that there will be lights at each shelter on either side of the property, and on the document on the screen, you'll see the foot candle representing bright the lights will get. It barely reaches beyond the fence. I think there might be a couple of spots at light to the north, but it definitely doesn't reach beyond any of the screening that we are providing.
Lisa, what are those various values that are on the page there? How does that work?
The numbers indicate essentially it's the brightness of the light from how bright it will be. So if you're standing right underneath the light, it will be the brightest. As you step further away, it gets dimmer. And then, as you'll see, I believe it shows 0.1 foot candle, which is fairly dim. You know, it's more like turning on a dimmer switch at that point, right by the fence, right by the proposed fence line. And even at that, we are providing you a privacy fence as well.
Any questions for Lisa?
So the larger number, what is the 3.6, what does that represent? Is that 500 watts or something that I might understand? 6.5.
6.5, that would be as if you were walking up your hallway with the light on the top of your head.
What size light?
I believe those are, I want to say 90-watt bulbs in there.
So 90-watt bulb produces a 6.5 on your chart, your
Yes.
scale?
These are actually taken from the manufacturer website. The Livonian website actually provides foot candles for all of your lights.
What year?
Not very well.
You can hear about it, you like, the room's not very well.
You can hear Bob though.
I got a big cloud.
Yes, his voice comes very clear, but
So, when you're saying screening, you mean the trees or shrubbery or whatever you're putting around it, but it's not going to be the same height as the tower, obviously.
No. The tower will, of course, project above the existing trees. The landscaping that we are providing are actually evergreen trees. They are proposed to be relatively 8 to 10 feet, which will be 2 feet above the proposed fence. And as they fill out, of course, you hardly ever see in between them. I mean, they're shown right now as what they would be in planting, but they generally fill out.
But that really doesn't cover the tower, that covers the fence around the tower, correct?
Yes, and the purpose of really the photometric plan is to show you the ground lighting. It's not to hide the tower, it's not for lights on the tower. It is for the ground lighting. That's the purpose of this exhibit that we provided at the request of your engineer.
I was curious. I mean, I've been working on one, I never noticed. You can see the lights on it, but I never noticed the lights coming off. But I just didn't understand the purpose of the screen.
Right.
The FAA actually regulates tower lighting, and it is so that obviously the aircraft going through along those lines won't be disturbed. So the tower lighting won't disturb the neighbors down below. It's not going to be pushing down or anything like that. It's more of a single light, fairly projecting next to the tower.
Nobody's within this lighting footprint.
Speak up, Sandy.
That's what I mean, to me, this is kind of.
Any other questions regarding the lighting? Mr. Chairman, if you don't have any objection, and if the board wishes me to do so, I can now go down through each of the individual requirements of the narrative.
Well, I think Dan had looked at that, or reviewed that letter. I just wanted to see if, Dan, I know you said you reviewed it. Were there any there on it that you thought that they didn't explain well enough or omitted?
On the narrative?
For each of the points in the ordinance, the 17 items.
In the ordinance, no. I think that under section 1212, which they just discussed, I think that they've adequately given that.
Put your microphone on, too.
Sorry. Under they have submitted all the information, I believe, under 1212, and I think that's the testimony that they've just provided, that they comply with all those sections or have provided evidence to that effect.
Did the board members, did you have a chance to review Dan's comments on them? Did you have any questions on any particular one? I mean, I think it's just if you were to make him just recite everything that Dan reviewed for us.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to do so. I obviously would be in favor of not doing so, but to the extent that he wanted me to, I was happy to do that.
Yeah, if Dan hadn't had a chance to review it, that's another story. I saw the review for us.
So, Mr. Chairman, in summary, really, I think this concludes our presentation. The only thing that I would like to add, I'd just like to remind the board members, this is not an addition of a new tower. The old tower will be dismantled as soon as the new one is constructed and in operation. And obviously, Crown has to do that to keep a continuous signal through the network. They can't tear the old one down first. And I think you've heard this in some of our other presentations. So I just wanted to stress that point with the board, that the net here of new towers in the township is not going to change with the construction of this tower because we're tearing down the old one.
Understood. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Dan, I did you have, you're next on the list anyhow. Do you have any other comments for us or questions?